Well, I worked in the area of public policy for about 28 years as part of the government system. The initial years were spent more on implementing public policies and later years as formulating public policies. Because unlike in the past, where the belief was that public policy is only for government officials, today public policy is becoming important across all sectors. Whether it's the private sector, whether it's the community, it's becoming important for everyone. Governments are becoming more and more participative. People are getting better involved with public policy making. That's why I think this is a growing and rapidly growing field. And young professionals, I would very strongly recommend that they get into this. See, urban policy is extremely important. Today, cities are going to be by far the most important areas in any country, not just India, but in any country. Partly because the urban population is growing world over. Today, more than 50% of the world's population lives in cities. In India, it's only about 40%, but that trend is towards increasing urbanization. Cities will also be extremely important because this is where the economic development will take place. A large share of the economic growth will happen in cities. Cities are also the places where, our commitments towards climate change, dealing with issues like COVID, cities will be the focus because most of the future emissions will happen from cities. How do we plan cities? How do we develop cities in a manner that is green and sustainable? This is going to be attracting the attention of all policymakers. A very simple thing that any public policy really needs to address is, what am I doing that's getting public good? Public policy is not about making profits. Public policy is, how do I do the best for the people? And this is the message I would like to give to all policymakers, that whenever you have to take a decision, try to make sure that is helping people at large. It's not helping profits. That's the main message for public policymakers.